Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. You look at this wall, it's been completed already and I'm so happy because this development gives me some energy. I dream about beautifying this because in the future, as what I have always mentioned, I'm gonna open this place for the public to see all our pets and teach them on how to breed, how to propagate, how to take care of these different types of animals, different types of fish, and even birds. This is my desire, and maybe this is gonna happen, God willing, 5 to 10 years from now. And during these times, I am trying to revive again my video about breeding. Of course, I did not stop breeding. I was too busy then putting all my concentrations to breeding these birds and these ducks, these chickens, and the breeding of this tropical fish had been left out. I received an email and actually requesting me to judge a competition of this tropical fish somewhere in Thailand. But I declined because I don't have the luxury of time to attend. Imagine, I was requested to judge a tropical fish competition. And that's the reason why I am so inspired once more, because the sphere of our influence have reached to other places, neighboring countries, and I'm so happy about that. They said that, don't you know that your teachings on breeding of this tropical fish have helped a lot, many people in their livelihood? Well, I'm so flattered to hear that, and that's the reason why I want to make a video in detail about how to breed once again this tropical fish. And the main focus of our video today is the update about our Japanese koi. And I will tell you also that we already have good lines of this Oranda goldfish, red caps, and even this ranchu. And we are in the future be filming the details on how to breed and how to grow this one. Just allow me to mention about 3 or maybe 4 steps in order to become successful in breeding your ornamental fish. The first step is the selection and preparation of breeders. If you have good breeders, of course, it will give us good offspring. The preparation of these breeders depends upon the kind of food and attention that we are giving them. The food that we are giving them is actually a combination of the live food and even this commercial pellet. If you are not sure with your live food, then of course you can just use the high protein food, the commercial food that is available in the market. So the second step is the preparation of the spawning tank. Of course, your spawning tank is not the common tank where you place your breeders. It should be separate, meaning that the breeding tank should be clean and has aged water for that matter. In preparation of this, we have to bear in mind that the new water will not really work. It will not hatch the eggs. So you will age your water at least for a period of 3 days. Or if you are going to aerate that one, you can use that within 24 hours. And then if your breeders are ready to lay their eggs, then you can put all these fish inside in the breeding tank, and of course you will put some egg collector. And I already have mentioned about the best egg collector. This nylon straw are best for the hatching of our eggs of this koi, goldfish, whatever it is that are spawners. If you're gonna put them together, be sure that you have a good ratio between male to female. If you are going to put one female, be sure that you have at least 2 males. And then your spawning tank should be big enough that these breeders can chase and spawn their eggs. And number 3 steps is the fry care. This is very important. And you will see that we have here so many fry, and we've been carrying this for 3 weeks already. I mean, their age is already 3 weeks old, and they are here plenty. And one of the causes of failure among the breeders of this tropical fish is the contaminated water. That will result to the death of the fry. So once you will see that a fry is dead, or 2 or 3 fries are dead, then you have to employ medication. You have to use medication, and the antibiotics like tetracycline is really very important. And it's also best that if we can give clean live food to our fry, then do it, because this clean live food can immediately develop the mouth and maturity of this fry. Maybe around 3, 4, 5 days giving them live food, and then you can go on. If they can already eat the commercial food, you can go on feeding them with the commercial food even without the live food. If you will look down here, we have so many fry of this Japanese koi. In fact, we already have segregated something like 5,000 heads, and it looks like there's still very plenty. It looks like nothing was taken out from this grow out tank. See this one? I will lift this, and then we will do some good selection. They don't have uniform size, but majority of them are on the medium size already. And what I'm getting here is the large size, and has good color and good body formation. If you will not segregate this one, this will result to cannibalism. I've always mentioned this one, and this cannibalism thing can be prevented if you are going to have a periodic and regular segregation of your fry. And if you are really bent into seriously breeding this Japanese koi, of course you have to make many, I'd like to emphasize the word many grow out tanks, because in one koi alone, the regular size of koi can produce something like 30 to 40,000 fry. If you are really good in breeding, you can produce even more than that. So guys, you will see here the average size of our fry, and they have already developed their good colors, and you can see right here that these are good quality fish, because we choose our breeders very carefully. I mean, we cannot just breed any breeder for that matter. The ones that have good colors and good body formation is really the best for breeding, because it can give us good offspring. So you will see here that we have some dozens of them, and we're gonna throw this one in another tank. And the reason for this is because the ammonia that is caused by algae, and the waste of the fish are already depleting the oxygen down under, and this is the reason why we have to decongest this one, and we are getting the good sizes now. I already have segregated more than 2,000 heads in this tank alone, and we're going to add a dozen more. We're aiming to throw in here some 3,000 heads. And this is one of the important things that I would like to tell you also, that in breeding this Japanese koi, you need not to have a big tank. What I mean is that if you have that tank like this, you can already grow much of this fish if you're just going to cycle the water and be able to clean the water and produce good bacteria so that this fish can easily digest their food. So the moment that you can maintain the cleanliness of the water, meaning the water is free from any toxins, they're not toxic, then the fish can easily digest their food and grow better compared to putting them in a container where there is dirty water. So you will see that this 2,500 kois are already swimming under, and next month as they grow, they will develop their colors, their body formation will become very visible, and you can now select the best among the selections. Actually, I'm aiming to breed different types of goldfish as well, and cichlids, and even this other types of fish, this monster fish in the future. My plan is to bring all the pets right here and personally take care of them, and it brings now good result. It has a good result because, as you can see here, our birds are in perfect health. They have issues about their bodies because they have parasites in their bodies, and I can sense that because of the kind of behavior, the attitude, and even the conditions can be summed up into a conclusion that they are not well, and maybe they are having issues about the parasites. So I deworm them. This gives us good result. They are already now in a very good condition. In fact, the manifestations of this is that all of them have already laid their eggs, and the laying of the eggs started just 2 weeks ago, and we expect to harvest or to see some babies right there inside the nest box starting this Saturday or even this coming Monday. And I'm so hopeful that we can produce plenty out of these breeders because it's the first time that all of them have laid their eggs. Well, in the previous location that we had, they are also producing but not a lot of these babies. And now I can see, because of the kind of diet, I'm giving them lettuce, water spinach, this mostaza, we're also giving some carrots and sincamas. These are the alternative food that we can give to our African lovebirds and even to our parakeets. I'm so happy because in the past, whatever it is that I'm going to take care personally, it will really grow and multiply, and it will produce some profit. My nature really is to do these things in order to make business. I'm a businessman by nature, but I'm not also compromising the health of the animals. We have to produce good quality birds and animals so that our buyers will be satisfied also by the kind of products that we can sell to them. So this is the boxes that I've been mentioning to you, and this is intended for our breeder goldfish. We already have good lines, as what I have said, and we use the cocoa lumber, this wood from the coconut tree, and made this as our boxes for the breeders. And we have this liner that's made of thick plastic. Well, I'm going to use this one, and you will see the setup and this is quite new. And maybe you can also imitate this one if you are thinking about breeding. You know, you can elevate your backs, and then you can use the pipings over here. This is the PVC pipe, and the moment the water reaches up to this level, of course the water will flow in, and then it goes back here. This is a filtration tank. This is made of wood, and what we're gonna do is just to put some liner, this plastic, and then if this gonna fill with water, the water will overflow in the drum where we put this submersible pump, and the water of this drum will be, of course, reverted back here in these tanks. They will overflow here and then goes back there, goes back here, and then this is the cycle. So it's really very important to cycle your water, because it's in the cycling of the water that we can produce this good bacteria. And this good bacteria is needed for our fish, because if we can already develop this one, then we can ensure that the health and the safety of our fish are already ensured. If we are aiming to perfect the health of our breeders, we have to provide good cycle of the water, good filter media, good filter buckets, and that's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Well, about our parakeets, well, it's doing well, though we have 3 casualties. Maybe because of the dewormer, it did not survive, but it's very tolerable because all of them now are so well. And I am about to put some nest box so that they can start laying their eggs. Many of them have dropped their eggs on the floor, and this is the indication that they are already very ripe for, you know, breeding and laying their eggs once more. So I'm happy with all these developments. I hope that you are inspired also with this video, and you will back me up, you will support me, and my plan really and my desire in my heart is to let other people know about the alternatives of livelihood, and we can learn some techniques out of our personal experience. And I would like to thank you all for subscribing, for your support. To our new subscribers, thanks a lot. For the members of this channel, thank you a lot. Those ones who have made comments, I really thank you for giving some inputs to educate us and to educate some of our followers. And I would like to see you in my next video, only here at Dexter's World.